too. Very excited to be here among all these amazing women. And here in this very cool theater. Sorry? It's opinions like that that are gonna... But truly, honored to be on the lineup tonight, in the dugout? I don't know. We're gonna have a lot of mixed sports metaphors for you tonight. We're gonna score a home run, that's for sure. So what I want to do is, you know, there's a lot of talk about the underrepresentation of women in television and film, and certainly in terms of directors and creators and producers, and it's a difficult time still to find distinct female voices on our screens, and so I've been thinking about it in terms of how to tackle it, or think about it, or write about it, or rage about it, whatever you want to say, and it's the problem for me is that most of the time I'm really, really lazy, so it's hard to write something new, right? So it's just so fucking hard. I've taken a lazy approach, which is I've decided to watch television and film and kind of pause on a character or a place or a line or a scene that I wish I could expand, you know? Like I could take that person and just kind of do this with them until everything else goes away and they're the biggest thing on the screen. And when you apply that to anything you're watching, commercially even, when a woman comes through the door and she's like, is anybody hungry? And you're like, freeze. And then you just want to be like, and just do a whole hour on her and what's happened right before she came in the door. So I'm going to use that approach that I have to think of, these fine writers would be able to come up with a word of what that means, but I'm going to magnify maybe. I'm going to try to magnify someone's experience in a work of art that maybe didn't do the best job in tackling the female perspective. And so I'm going to approach a scene from the pilot script of Entourage. We're going to take a real scene, and then we're going to kind of take a moment and pay attention to the person I'd like to pay attention to, or choose her own adventure, if you will. So to do that, we're going to do a little staged reading here, a tiny play, the Hamilton of the region. I'm saying it now, it's better than Hamilton! We're going to do a tiny play. To do that, I need some actors, yes? No, sorry, I'm none of you. Sorry, I don't need any of you, no. Thank you, but no. Professional actors, thank you. So I have some professional actors who are going to join me. So playing the part of stage direction reader as well as therapist is the one and only Amber Tamblyn. Let's give her a round of applause. Welcome back, Amber. And playing the role of Ari is Carrie Brownstein. Everybody volunteered so fast. That's very nice. Sorry I shamed you. I would never act on stage with you disgusting people. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so we're going to do a scene from the pilot episode of Entourage, from the television show. I don't believe movies make pilots. Perhaps the Entourage movie felt like a pilot in a way. I didn't see it, so, and yeah, and then we'll take it from there. So let's all take a minute. And we take you now to a therapist's office.
Interior, therapist's office. Ari finds himself at another midweek emergency therapy session with his wife. The therapist's office is as cliche as it gets, with a fake waterfall behind the patient couch and a CD playing sounds of nature in the background. As usual, Ari isn't too thrilled about being there. Therapist. Why do you think you're here today, Ari?
Because my gorgeous wife doesn't have a penis, and the only way she can fuck me is by dragging me away from work at the most inopportune times.
See? This is what I'm talking about.
Well, let's hear his side of the story.
You know, if you want to help me, donate some money into cloning research. Because that way I can fuck my wife all day while the other me actually gets to stay at work and do his motherfucking job.
Ari grows increasingly frustrated.
I work hard, I pay my bills, and I fuck her like a coked-up teenager on most nights. I'm at a fucking loss here. I mean, what more do I need to do to make her happy?
I just need to feel like you love me.
Well, there's $30,000 of love on your finger alone, so, I mean, what more do you want?
What more do I want? What more do I want? Oh, what a good question. I mean, do I ever ask myself that? Or do I ever say it out loud? What do you want? I guess what I want is this haunting, halting, and awful longing. This long scream of a relationship to end. I want you to stop asking me to look at you, or listen to you, or explain to you what I mean. I want to exercise my option to lie down while you walk over me, like a bag in the road. And then I want to bleed into the earth until all that is left is an outline of me. My SAT scores, my cesarean scar. And then I want to turn into wind, a soft and delicious smelling wind, and blow past the younger version of me and whisper into her ear, yes, it's time. It's been time for a while. He's phony, and you're not, and it makes you sad, and it makes him furious. Then the wind will die, and it will get calm, and I don't know, maybe a rainbow or something. I'm not sure. I'm tired. A friend of mine told me this story. You know, she almost choked on a piece of steak in her own kitchen. Did you know that, Ari? She put her kids to bed, and while her live-in nanny took a shower upstairs, she read the New York Times in her kitchen standing up, and she ate some steak. And before she took the bite, she looked at it on the fork and she thought, this is too big. This is too much. But she stuffed it in anyway. And it got stuck. And she choked. Alone. And she said her whole body was alive as it was dying. She didn't die. She threw up. But no one saved her. And she's a rich white lady.
Mrs. Ari slams her ring on the table.
I didn't know that's how you felt.
Yes, you did.
How can I fix this?
You can.
Let's ask Turtle
And scene. wonderful actors. The character's name in that scene is Mrs. Ari, so let's do some good work here tonight so that everybody in shows can have a first name. Thank you very much.